Excuse me. The great and powerful Trixie! Need some peanut butter crackers. Voila!
Hello my beautiful gorgeouses and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about Trixie Lulamoon. If you end up enjoying this video, please like and subscribe, it helps my channel a lot. Also, when you finish this video, feel free to comment on facts I might have missed. Enough of my rambling, let's get into the actual video. If you're a fan of My Little Pony for however long, you've probably heard someone say or headcanon Trixie as trans. To be able to answer this, we need to get into her design choices. The main reason Trixie is believed to be trans by so many fans is because she is one of the only female characters to have a single highlight in her eye. However, all male designs also only have one highlight. Eventually, later on in the show's production, she did end up having the normal one eye shine. Along with fans already speculating if she was trans, Lauren Faust, aka the creator of My Little Pony, made a post saying she had thought one of the characters in the show was trans. So of course, everyone thought this post was about Trixie. My personal opinion on if she is trans or not is yes, I do headcanon her as trans, but technically there's no official source proving so. So you guys can just decide whether you believe she is based on your deception of Trixie. Trixie first appeared in an episode called Ghostbusters. This episode follows Twilight and Trixie fighting over who's better at magic. Trixie ends up being defeated because Twilight's the main character. She ends up failing to disappear in a puff of smoke. After this, Trixie is mentioned and shown in the background of some episodes, but she doesn't get another episode revolving around her until season 3. Trixie's second major appearance is in the episode Magic Duel. She has come back to get a revenge against Twilight, to see who's really more powerful, only this time she has the Alicorn amulet, so basically an amulet that gives her more power. The main six end up saving the day like usual, and the Alicorn amulet is given to Zecora for safekeeping, and now this amulet is never shown again. Trixie ends up apologizing for her actions, and everyone sorta ends up on good terms, but everyone is still mad and haven't fully forgiven Trixie. She really is never fully forgiven, but she does end up becoming good. Trixie is not shown again majorly until season 6, other than a couple background appearances. Due to her bad reputation, she finds it difficult to find friends. However, a certain pony had just been reformed to the good side, the pony being Starlight Glimmer. Twilight is hosting a dinner party to share with Princess Celestia, or Lesbian Jesus, about Starlight's progress with friendship. Although, other than the main six and Spike, Starlight hadn't made any other friends. So at the last minute, she goes to town to try and find a new friend for the party. Easier said than done. Starlight heads to the spot for some much needed relaxation when she ends up starting a conversation with Trixie during their appointment. The two end up hitting it off, and Starlight brings her back to Twilight's castle to introduce her to her new friend. Little did Starlight know that the two already knew each other and weren't on the best of terms. Twilight informs Starlight on their past and that she needs to find someone else to bring. Starlight disagrees since she was able to be reformed, so why can't Trixie? The two end up agreeing and the dinner party is now all set. Trixie reveals secretly to Starlight that the reason she did what she did was due to her jealousy over Twilight, which is really amazing character development. So Trixie and Starlight being able to trauma bond and relate over their pasts definitely improved Trixie's character. Twilight still honestly doesn't want the two becoming friends, but would never admit it out loud. In the meantime, Starlight is helping Trixie with her performance. In the middle of this performance, one of the tricks Trixie has planned involves her diving into a lion's mouth and appearing in a chest completely fine. While helping Trixie with one of her shows, Starlight ends up missing the dinner, but so does Twilight in an attempt to spy on the pair. Lots of fans of the show think that this almost impossible trick was an attempt at sewer slide on Trixie's part. This is due to Trixie's mental well-being being at an all-time low. I can kinda see this happening as Trixie didn't seem very confident she would be able to pull the trick off, but of course this will never fully be confirmed as this is a kid's show we're talking about. Trixie ends up being able to barely pull off jumping into a manticore's mouth and coming out alive, so she gets awarded and the episode that forever changes everyone's perspective about Trixie ends. Trixie's next appearance, To Where and Back Again, is one of my favorite two-parters in all of MLP FIM. I plan on making a video separately just completely about this episode because I could go on for ages about it. This is due to it starring some of my favorite characters and the most compelling characters in the whole show, at least in my opinion. The characters being Starlight, Trixie, Discord, and Thorax. Just please watch this two-parter. I highly recommend taking the 45-ish minutes out of your life to do so. To briefly summarize the episode or give you guys a recap, the episode follows the group of side characters going on a mission to defeat a villain who came back randomly named Queen Chrysalis. She has kidnapped every important or powerful character except these 4 side characters. Blah blah blah, they end up defeating the villain in the end and Equestria is saved. Seriously, if you love the side characters of My Little Pony as much as I do, please watch it or rewatch it. And obviously this video is not sponsored by Hasbro, I just really love this silly show about friendship and magic and colorful horses.
Luna, Cadence, Shining Armor, Flurry Heart, Twilight and her friends? We need to...
They took Fluttershy?
Yes!
Where?
The Changeling Kingdom. With you on our side, I think...
All Bottled Up follows Starlight teaching of course our girl Trixie some transfiguration and teleportation spells she can use for her magic shows. During a certain spell, Trixie ends up messing up and teleporting to the wrong place. Starlight ends up getting stressed and inevitably pissed off. This causes the red smoke to come out of Starlight's horn. Throughout the episode, as she gets more pissed, she bottles up more of her smoke into a literal bottle. This is shown as a metaphor for her anger building up inside of her, hence the title. Around the end of the episode, Starlight ends up going off on Trixie and she confronts Starlight about her anger that she's bottling up. The two end up fighting, causing the bottle to drop on the ground and break. The smoke possessing the other pony she had gotten mad at and hid her feelings from into these rage-filled monsters. Starlight realizes she needs to confess and apologize to everyone and explain why she got so angry. Then the episode ends and everyone's happy again, so yay! During the last 2 seasons of the show, she only gets one more episode just revolving around her. She does star a bit in a few episodes such as To Change a Changeling, Uncommon Bond, Horseplay, A Matter of Principles, Student Council, etc. The last episode Trixie gets is Road to Friendship, aka basically just a rom-com between Starlight and Trixie, so if you ship them, I recommend this episode. The pair decide to go on a Walla road trip together in Trixie's wagon since she had gotten a major opportunity to perform in Saddle Arabia. She's offered by the guy to trade wagons as his is apparently a better wagon. She declines mainly due to her personal attachment with the wagon. The two end up getting annoyed at each other due to being in such a small space together for so long. Starlight ends up deciding to trade her friend's beloved wagon to get her back for being such an annoying person to travel with. Trixie is obviously extremely pissed at this and tries immediately to get her wagon back. The guy declines until the two end up making up and showing how amazing the friendship can be. The two return to Ponyville being the best of friends they ever have been. After this, Trixie gets a few more tiny cameos, which they did with most of the fan favorite characters to pay homage to the show and, fan service. Trixie is obviously a pretty sassy and sarcastic character. Her being reformed kinda adds to this element of herself. This made a lot of older fans of the show think her humor was funny. As a kid, I wasn't as big of a fan of hers, even though my first Build-A-Bear was Twilight with Trixie's iconic outfit. But in Little Me's defense, the only reason I picked Trixie's outfit is because it was the only My Little Pony themed outfit in stock at the store. I have come to like Trixie's character after getting older and being able to relate to her better. Another thing I personally love about her character development is her not being able to make friends till she found Starlight, who had a similar experience to her. Then she eventually made friends with Starlight's little group of friends, which I've made separate videos about that you should watch if you're interested. As My Little Pony is just a show to sell toys, of course Hasbro made plenty of Trixie toys over the years. However, some of our toys had some pretty funny misprints, references, or failures, such as one of the translucent blind bag figures in the 4th wave naming her as just Lulamoon instead of her full name. Only in Europe toys though for some reason. Another little fact after reading through tons of Trixie toy failures for this video is that some shirts sold in places like Hot Topic during the 2010s had Trixie on a wanted poster as a reference to another popular series at the time, Harry Potter. In conclusion, I love Trixie, not quite as much as characters like Maud and Sunburst that I've already made separate videos on. 80% of the time Maud's on screen, I chuckle at least a little bit. I seriously love her so much to the point of her being in my top 4 favorite My Little Pony characters. Anyway, Trixie is a great character, and if you think she's best pony, I can't disagree with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. It really helps out the channel, and let me know if you're excited for my long-awaited, in-depth Starlight video. It's probably going to be my longest video yet, and I'm so excited. This year, you guys will get some great content from my channel. Anyway, Happy New Year. I'm gonna go watch some Sailor Moon and finish editing this video. Bye!